You know what I want to do? I want to go to a jazz bar.
Take my jazz shoes.
You got jazz shoes?
No, it was a joke.
Oh, I 100% believed you, dude. Out of all the people in this call, I would believe you having jazz shoes the most.
What are jazz shoes?
I don't know.
The fuck? You say it like you know what it is. Sign us out. I'm mad.
Shoes that you wear to jazz,
Say
dude.
stupid shit to me. Leave that in the
That's what
comments.
I thought.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they're like those little black tap shoes.
Holy
He said, "Of everybody here, you look like you have dress shoes." That's all the fuck I heard, dude.
Forget to like, subscribe, comment, share with somebody who you think probably has jazz shoes.
Saw that the Bang Bus advertisement.
Yeah, dude. You guys be watching too much of that.
It says
that
Sprouts
porn
Farmers
studio
Market.
shit, dude.
Hey, dude, look, you don't have to fucking justify it. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we all jerk to
we
our
all goon
own-
to Bang Bus.
we all go into different variations of Bang Bus, or we all have.
All right, weirdo.
You're weird.
Well, what? All of a sudden we're judging each other. I thought this was a safe space, dude.
Fuck no.
Since when?
That's a good point.
This place is a hostile environment, dude.
This place is.
This is the trenches.
Damn. Fuck it up, bro.
Dude,
Yes.
Cole from Shibuya Sims, so cute, dude. Lord
I don't
have
know who that
I don't
mercy.
know who that is either.
Oh, I thought you guys would have like seen that. They're like hit. Well, Shibuya Sims, I guess there, like that's a group. So, they're just like your normal everyday like dudes that go on the streets and like record people or whatever or do interviews.
This is a guy
But
with
that-
glasses.
Yes, the white guy with glasses, the Wasian with glasses.
I think I
He's
know what
white.
you're talking about.
He always interviews weird ass people.
Yeah, just people in like in Shibuya, whether
Yeah.
they be like foreigners or locals or whatever. I feel like the one clip that kind of got around. Well, okay, so a couple things. So the first thing was the most recent thing that they were controversial of. They were swinging on cherry blossom trees on branches. Yeah, that was like their latest like fuck up. I don't think they've fucked up most like in general.
That's
But-
crazy to do.
Yes, that was something that they did, but they released like a statement saying, sorry, we're actually super apologetic. We don't do anything like that to like disrespect cultures or whatever, blah 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 blah. So they apologized. So I was like, okay, sure. But
Did it?
they did do it. I think the reason why people let it go is because they're cute, number one, and number two, they don't do problematic content. The one argument that can be made that is kind of problematic, quote unquote, is the fact that almost everyone that they interview in their like little like Shibuya street interviews, they like either Cole, the main guy, the white guy, or his like co-host. I can't remember the name of the other guy. But they'll like either flirt or ask questions to the interviewer, and it's anyone, boys, girls, whatever. And they'll like ask, oh, so are you dating anyone? Yes. And have you ever cheated on them? Yeah. Like almost 90% of the time they're gonna say yes, they have cheated, or yes, they're willing to. And it's like, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
People in Shibuya, I guess specifically, they just out there. They go the streets.
I hope they're just being wild for the camera.
Wild for the camera and
Have you heard about that though?
silly for the clicks.
The whole concept of a hall pass or whatever. It's
Yeah,
like,
of course.
yeah. The
celebrity hall pass.
if your partner actually asked you for that, would you do it?
The celebrity hall pass.
If they asked me to give them one,
Yeah.
I would have to know who it is.
Let's say
Let's
say for now it's just a celebrity.
No, you can't put a fucking what's it called, a standard to of like it depends who it is. No.
I would have to know. Like I want to know who it is. That's why I would like. I'm like, who is it?
Yeah,
because I'm curious.
Well,
and then my one thing is record it so I can see it.
What the? What in the
cuck? I'm sorry.
Because to me, mine is Hugh Jackman or Henry Cavill, or I think Pedro Pascal is kind of getting there. The more like dad, honestly, the more dad he looks. Yeah, like, the more actual Joel he looks, the more I'm like, fuck. Yeah. I like that
Ew.
that gruff. I like that gruff, rugged facial hair. Like, just looks like he does boxing 24/7 and actually eats carbs like he loves food. That's the kind of shit that I think I'm like leaning more towards as I get older.
You like Mr. Fantastic?
Fuck yeah, hell yeah, dude. John, was it? Is it John Cusack? Is
John
that what?
Cusack?
Is that his name? And the Multiverse of Madness or whatever, him as Mr. Fantastic, I was like, yeah.
Wait, that's his name?
Hell
It's not
yeah.
John Cusack.
Isn't it John Kronkowski?
Yeah.
Isn't
John
it Cusack?
Krasinski. Krasinski.
John
Krasinski. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, who's Cusack?
Cusack is
I don't
like
know.
some older actor. I forget what he was in, but no.
I'm not gonna Google it. Yes, you are. You guys are most likely right. John Krasinski. Either way, still
The
fine as hell. Yes.
Yeah, the office
Jim.
of the Office
Yeah.
fame. Of
Yeah,
that
Jim.
other sci-fi fame where the kid gets fucked up for turning on a rocket.
Huh?
What's that? Fuck me. Quiet Place? Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't
yeah,
turn on
yes.
the rocket. He turns on a toy car.
No, it's a spaceship.
It's a
Oh,
spaceship.
yeah, it's a toy. It's a toy. Like
Shuttle.
aircraft.
Spaceship. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
shuttle. But
Yeah.
yeah, he turns
Shutter
it on
Island.
Yeah.
and then
Have you guys ever seen Shutter Island?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucked up movie.
why?
It's a great movie.
That's good because it's good. That's why it's fucked up because it's good. The
It's from
twist
the
is
same
crazy.
director. It's from the same director of Inception.
Yeah,
I
the
haven't watched that.
director.
I'm gonna be so
What the
fucking
fuck?
honest. I've never watched Inception, and I keep
Damn,
hearing like,
that's
"Oh, it's so fucking scary." I'm like, I mean, I see.
I don't know
Inception?
about scary. Shutter Island's probably scarier.
Shutter Island is for sure scarier.
'Cause
I
It's just
think.
darker.
Yeah. Inception. I think Inception is. Well, I don't know. I think they're
Are you
both
thinking of
almost the same.
Insidious?
I'm thinking of Insidious. Yes, you're right. You're right. I've seen Inception.
You know-
yes.
I forgot the name. I think it's Insidious. Is it the name? The name of the demon is Fagul. Is that one?
I'm not gonna repeat that name.
Fagul. Because my friends and I, when we were on 360, Vogel. Fagul.
Oh my
friends and I,
God.
we
Which
would
is
say-
a
we would
French way
say-
to say it.
we that's how you say his name. We would say it all the time because my friends and I were genuinely scared of that movie, and I think that one is the one with the tapes, right, or the recordings, the family videos.
That's Sinister.
Is this
The one with the one with where like
Where he's in
the
the
character
pool?
looks like Jigsaw. The main guy, he kind of looks like Jigsaw from Saw.
Hello, Michael.
He's got long hair and he's got like eyes and like no mouth,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, yeah, okay, then
That's
yeah.
Sinister.
That movie,
Where they watch they watch like the family's watching the home tape and then he appears in the background. That's Sinister.
Oh, that movie's,
That movie's
so
fucked.
creepy.
Oh my
I hate
god!
that
Speaking
movie.
of fucked movies, did you guys ever see the movie
wait.
Barbarian?
No.
Yes!
But hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. I know
Before
you
we
know
keep going,
that.
before we keep going, because we didn't fucking
fucking-
introduce shit. Hello, welcome back to the podcast. We are your three favorite idiots. This is our second recording within like 2 days. So, you know,
Hey,
we're just yapping. We're doing all
we're
right.
doing great.
Don't forget to like,
it's good
subscribe,
that-
comment, and share with
And
anybody
share.
who's I don't know, a movie buff and then gonna freak out about this movie just as much as
He's
Steve.
got that tizzy.
Sure.
Hyperfixation.
Who can pronounce the word? Totally just- I wouldn't get canceled.
That's how you say it. I
Nah,
gotta
dude.
now I gotta look up like how do you
I
say
ain't
the
gonna say
sinister
shit,
monster
no.
name?
Anyway, what is Barbarian?
So Barbarian is a horror film. I forgot the
no,
director's name.
Wait, you can't spoil it. It's so I know it's been out for a while, but it's one of those movies where
I'm not
when
gonna spoil it.
when the twist happens,
That twist is weird.
dude, that twist is crazy.
I saw it and I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I paid good money for this.
It's so and well spent, dude. Well fucking spent.
It was such a trip.
I remember I was
You should
I
get
was
your
just
lick back.
I was just hanging out with Zach and we were just on Discord and I forgot we were like, oh, do you want to watch something? We were trying to figure out what to do and he was like, yeah, sure. So he asked if I had seen it and I was like, all I know is that it's scary and I don't want to watch a scary movie. He's like, no, trust me, you're gonna want to watch it. I'm like,
His name's Bagul.
okay. Is
Bogul?
it Bagul?
Bagul. Bughul. Bagul.
Fagul.
It's-
That's
it's,
better.
It's just in
That's
your
just-
it's in your diction, huh? It's just easier to say.
It-
I like it, dude.
It's a different word, or it's a different way of saying Mr. Boogeyman.
Oh, it's like in another language,
Yeah.
Bagul is
It's
not
like-
so
it's like Babadook.
fun.
or like
Yeah.
Or-
yeah.
or what's that
Basically,
other-
That's another one that I haven't seen, but
I
I
didn't
know
give a
like
fuck about that movie.
or
the
Baba
Jason
Yaga. That's what I'm
loves
thinking of.
the Babadook.
Oh,
Baba
Baba
Yaga,
Yaga?
aka John Wick.
John Wick,
I was like, that's not scary.
aka
He's scary, bro.
Keanu.
Imagine you find out John Wick's coming for your ass.
I ask
I
why.
deserve it.
Why?
It's
What'd I
like
do?
it's like this. It's like the snail, bro. You don't know where he is, but you know
Like
he'll
the
find you
snail trail?
eventually.
You know what's crazy is that he's not even slow. He's fast as shit. He gets that job
No,
done like
yeah.
that.
But what I'm saying is like you never know where he's at, but like sooner or later you'll just wake up and you'll just see him.
Babadook.
Babadook.
Babadook. But fuck yeah, Barbarian was crazy. That's a crazy movie. But what were you
Oh.
gonna say? The director?
So the director's coming up with a new movie.
Oh, cool.
The new movie. Here, I'll tell you the exact
Is-
name of it.
Is it a family friendly movie? That'd be so
No,
wild
it's
to
a,
imagine.
it's a horror film, but it takes place. Did you guys ever see the show Ozark?
I've heard of it.
I know
I've never
of it,
watched
but I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well there is a girl in that movie, in that show, that
Sydney
comes out in
Sweeney.
this. No,
Oh,
no. This movie, it's called Weapons.
weapons. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, what this movie's about is like, the narrator of the trailer is a kid, and they're narrating like, oh, it's a normal day at school, blah blah blah. At first, when I saw that, I thought it was like
school shooter.
yeah, I was like, they're making a school shooter movie because then
we live in the US, dude.
I
This is
mean,
what it is.
they instantly go with like, oh, except Miss whatever, I don't know her name. They're like her class. There was a missing children. I was like, school shooter movie. I was like, that's fucked. And then this fucking face comes up. Let me show you.
Uh-huh.
This is a trailer to the movie The Kid. See if I can show you.
It was the kid in the back. Ew,
Yep.
fuck that.
Oh.
Ew. You know what's scary? You know
So
what's fucked up? I looked at the drawing first and I thought, oh my god.
The Halloween drawing in the back?
Oh, creepy ass smiley face in the
So-
back of this. I saw the kid. I'm like, oh, it's worse.
So for whatever reason, these kids in
Children.
her entire classroom disappeared.
Oh.
And they but there's like, they show like surveillance footages of like in like the streets, people's houses, where you see the kids run off, and then when they're running off, they're just run off in the middle of the night, and they have their hands out like this,
Ew.
and they're just running, like they're running into the darkness, and then they disappear. There's no trace of them. Yeah.
It's just about,
Kill it before it multiplies.
like the Titans from
Yeah,
fucking
basically,
Dude.
basically.
I
But
swear, dude,
that
just
movie,
the idea of a kid running up on me, he's like screaming with his arms T-posed out. I think I'd
T-posed?
punch a kid in the face.
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie, that would freak me the fuck out.
but that trailer, they show her like she's running, and then you see like kids breaking through windows, like they're jumping out. It looks like they're chasing her.
Sorry,
But it's like, obviously there's more to it. They're only going to give you the little snippet of it.
What in the what in the
No, I'm sorry. My brain went from them running around just like screaming, but then when he said, and then you see this girl running down the hallway, and then I thought she's going.
That's terrible.
I don't know why.
But yeah,
But,
so anyways,
yeah.
movie looks fucking creepy. Looks
Sounds
great.
creepy. Looks
Yeah.
that still looks creepy as shit.
It's,
So
and it still gives you that feel of like of Barbarian, because it's like the same director, so same art style, same kind of like premise style of it. It's a
You
town
know-
instead of like an Airbnb type of thing.
you know, a movie kind of gave me the same vibe as Barbarian, and it is out, but not as close because Barbarian had that twist is really good. Is Long Legs? I thought Long Legs kind of had the same kind of
Oh, the
vibe.
serial killer, up to the point
Yeah.
where it becomes like some like what is it? It's like devilish.
Yeah, spiritualish kind of
Mhm.
vibe. It's cool. That movie's great. I thought that movie was really cool. One thing that I
Johnny
wish that
Cage,
movie
right?
did. Nick Cage, yeah.
Nick Cage.
Johnny Cage. Johnny Storm.
Wrong game.
Wrong
You know what I
game.
do wish that they did? I wish that they didn't put Nicolas Cage, because they do like opening credits. Like some movies do, some movies don't, some movies do.
Oh, they
And
didn't
in the
put his
opening-
face in the trailer?
No, so I didn't. Well, what I saw in the trailer was always like the bottom half. It wasn't anything like super,
Yeah.
like they didn't show anything until like
Mhm.
it got closer to the release date. But I wish they didn't say who it was that was playing him. I wish they kept that to the end.
They didn't.
Because no, they do. They in the very beginning, in the first like once you see the face of like the killer, it then cuts to the credits, and then they in like the first two credits, I think it literally says it's Nicolas Cage playing whoever. So I was like, oh,
Playing
that
Long Legs.
sucks. Yeah, like that sucks. I wish they had like not said that, because it would have been, because it's such good makeup, and Nicolas Cage is a fucking psycho,
creepy,
dude. He's creepy, and he goes into those really weird, crazy character roles so well. So I was like, damn, would have loved to have spent the whole movie like, who the fuck is this?
So that's the thing. So people watched it, right? And or the early reviewers watched it, and apparently it got leaked. So that trailer that you watched, that trailer was an additional trailer they threw out, because they're like, well, people already know, so we have this trailer that we weren't gonna put out, but we put out in case of this. But they did their entire PR system of like their team of like up to the point of almost movie release was completely hidden of who the killer was. Because I remember that was like the biggest issue. People were like, "Oh, that kind of sucks. That you guys should have just like, you know, let word go and like let people speculate." But yeah, they released that trailer. But the movie was good overall. I didn't like that it had that kind of twist, because just just Nicolas Cage as a fucking Nick Cage as a serial killer would have been dope as fuck. Like alone, like, you know.
Yeah, I think
the manhunt went pretty quick.
The movie, I can't remember a serial killer movie that I've watched like in the past couple of years, like just in general. I know there's like shows and like Netflix movies, but I don't really watch a lot of Netflix.
You know which one was
nowadays,
good?
So.
That Korean one. It's
is that Double Killer one or whatever? Where it's like one is trying to. Oh wait, no. I think I know what you're talking about. Is it like
it's
a
like
cop?
the cop, the devil, and then
yes,
that one is fucking great. That is such a fucked up movie, though.
Interesting.
I'm like trying. I want to like try to make sure
the
what
one
I'm
where
thinking of is.
They keep finding bodies in the crop, and they keep finding little girls, and they're getting like murdered and.
Oh, okay. No, I think I'm thinking of a different one. I think
it's a crazy film, dude. Like
that sounds crazy though.
So it's such a dark movie.
Also, Koreans or just Asian film directors and filmmakers just have this crazy handle on horror. I don't get it. I think it's just like the fact that they're just so in touch with their own culture for the most part. It's like it like releases this level of like detail and sound direction and just an overall vibe and experience that I'm like, I just cannot. I can't sometimes. I really
the gangster, the cop, and the devil.
There's one movie that
I'll show it to you.
I wish I could remember the name. It's not like clicking, but I think I talked about it on here maybe, but like a long time ago.
R.I.P.D.
R.I.P.D. No, not that one. That's not the movie. No, wait, you're gonna sidetrack me.
Sorry.
The movie has it was created and directed, I think, or at least created by a guy who read a manga or like an American graphic novel, if I believe. That was, I think it's called The Crazy or
The Crazy movie too.
I've heard of that one.
It might be The Crazies.
Is that the one where they're in that town and then it's kind of like zombies?
They're not really like, it's kind of like that, but they're not zombies. They're
just infected by like airborne things.
They're affected by a virus, but the virus makes them super hyper fucking violent. And there's like
that's the Crazies.
Okay, so there's that. So there's the American one, I believe that's called The Crazies. I think there, like you said, there's a movie of it. There's a graphic novel that's also, it might be the same name, not too sure, but it's super just fucked up and twisted. Like you just people doing the most crazy mutilation type shit to like each other or to themselves, and even worse. So apparently this guy, I think he was an intern at the time, found this comic, read it during COVID lockdown while he was in Korea. could be Japan. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is Korea though. And he was locked down looking for locations, I believe, for like another movie or something like that. Or like that was the intention of his job. If I remember right, could be not sure. But he saw that, thought about what if it was in this setting, and then pitched it to people out there, and then they made the movie. That movie's fucked up from what I've like. There's just a little bits that I've seen, and then apparently there's like a section of it that involves public transportation, and it's a bus. And for those of you that don't know, some public transportations have a really bad reputation for just females in general, just women. They're bothered or even harassed or worse so with that in mind, imagine that kind of setting, and then you throw in the concept of a movie where they're hyper violent people that just do whatever the fuck they want to do. That when I heard that, and then I heard about other things that happen in the movie, I was like, you know what, there are some movies that I'm just like, I know about it and I'm so good. I'm so good.
It's such a great movie. It's a good movie to watch. You should. We should watch it.
That was cool.
You know what?
That's the one where the sheriff's he's in the farm. They live in a giant farmhouse, and then it's a small little town.
Yes.
And then it pops off with like one of the crazies being in the fucking field and during their kids' baseball game.
Oh. Like
in the broad daylight, and they fucking blast him.
And there's like a gas station scene or something like that too. Okay, yes, yes, that movie, yes, that movie is good. Yeah, so it's basically the same concept, but like Korea. So I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy.
Right now,
I gotta show you guys these movies.
You were talking about like, I guess the gore aspect, right? I was like thinking about it. I was like, gore doesn't scare me like that. It's like, I know people are like, I'm squeamish or whatever.
Oh, people are squeamish?
Yeah. Or just like to a point where they're like, oh, I can't handle it or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm pretty good on that. Like, and then I was thinking, I was like, why? And I remember as I was like 7 years old. I was getting into the metal scene and I saw this video. Well, I heard of this video. Kinda. But I heard of this video. It was called, it's by a band called Cattle Decapitation. And
oh God, really?
The video is called, or the song is called Forced Gender Reassignment. And the music video is not on YouTube. You have to look for it. And I was too curious not to. And I found it. And yeah, it's very literal to the name and very, very graphic. And as a kid, I saw that.
Damn, you saw that as a kid?
I saw that as a kid, dude. And
I used to watch live leaks as a kid and be on 4chan.
Hey, man, listen.
I was on 4chan when people used to roll. You'd be like, roll a dubs or a trip, and then I'll fucking shotgun myself. And people like actually, I was in that era of the internet.
See, I seen those too.
That, not me. I saw that shit. I saw it, like, I knew of it, and I saw like little snippets of. Yeah, snippets of it like in passing, but like the wind up or like the very beginning half, and I was like, yeah, no, I actually can't do this.
I never got into those.
Yeah,
I got into the ones where they're like on 4chan, where like roll a dub to choose like what I should say next. I'm trying to get laid. And people were, it's like they would help you. You would help them like flirt with a girl.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
Just a 50v1, dude.
Fire. That's terrible. It is literally 50v1. That is so gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see like an actual like violent like live leak type video till like my mid 20s.
Dude, I saw live leaks when I was like 6.
I wasn't that young.
That dude, I
saw a video of a guy get his head.
Live leaks I saw when I was like 10.
No, he got his head scalped by a fucking helicopter propeller. I was like, oh.
See, there's some shit.
And here we are in a profession, dude.
There's a lot wrong with you, and there's so many answers in that character defining moment.
I'm working right now.
Oh my god. Show this to your boss.
Hey,
someone showed it to his boss.
Your boss is gonna be like, "Are you a risk to the office? Like, what the fuck?"
Nah, everyone's seen live leak videos. Dude.
Maybe you should be an at home.
You're telling me you need to go home and just start watching cartel videos, bro?
No,
never.
No. See,
I think if anything, cartel videos scare me more than like
you didn't do that part, but Richard did that part.
I did that
That's
part.
the difference, I guess. Or Richard did both.
I did
but
both, technically.
That's why Richard's is the way he is, and that's why
I usually
the
saw
way
the
that
hate
we
one.
are.
Okay, so my whole point of bringing this shit up is
No.
not to
From,
say
like,
how
Asia.
fucked up in the head we are. It's just more of like,
They are.
gore and all that shit doesn't really scare me. So then I was thinking about it like what is actually scary to you guys? Because like for me, it's like nothing really scares me like that unless it's like super psychological or something where it's like that shit could happen to me, or I have no idea how I would do in this situation because gore or whatever is like, okay.
I don't really know. I think because nowadays what kind of gets me to watch a horror movie for the most part is if there's another person involved. That's like pretty easy because then I'm like, okay, it's doable. The thing that gets me the most, honestly, is like the anxiety or like that like tension that builds up in horror movies where you're like just waiting for something to happen or whatever. That feeling and like anxiety and being anxious like that for so long or whatever trips me out a little bit more, because especially nowadays, I feel like my brain, if I don't know, I can't remember the last time I watched something and I had to do this to my head, but I was like, I think what bothers me most is like just overly done gore, like Terrifier type gore a little bit, or even the movie that I'm talking about, the Korean one that I don't want to watch. I think it's just like, it looks gross. And just the imagery, I'm like, yeah, I don't need to see somebody getting split from crotch to head or from head to crotch and there be visuals. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't.
Because, okay, the reason I say it makes me laugh because all of it is just so over the top to me. And I'm just like, somebody really thought of this and just said, you know, just put it out in a movie. And I'm like, hey, dude, good for you.
Well, that's another thing is that, so my brain, what it does now is say it sucks because I hate like really acknowledging this part of my brain, because then I'm worried that it'll just lead to me not really enjoying the experience overall if I like just go with that thought process. But I know it's fake. It's all fake. All of it's fake. So then I'm like, oh, but then that takes me out of the experience. And then I think, well, that could also be used for like anything you do.
Yeah.
The video games are fake. The movies are fake.
I mean,
what you're reading is
to be honest, that's where I'm at.
Shit, that sucks.
That's where I'm at.
But then I don't want to get to the point where I'm like having to like really fine tune or like not like what I like or love what I love, because I know for a fact that a lot of the things that I love and like to do are just like superficial as fuck.
Yeah.
For the most part, like there's no real like benefit to it for the most part, other than, to me, what stops me from going down that whole ideology is I have fun. I like genuinely.
That's what it's for. Yeah.
I have a good experience.
I get what you're saying.
I like the dopamine kicks, but you know, there's always
the whole point.
It's kind of like that voice in your head, and everybody has that experience of like, oh, you should be doing something else, or you could be doing something else, or you could be doing something more beneficial, or whatever it may be. There's like, I think that's where it kind of comes from. Not that that's like super loud, hence why I haven't like just full on been like, you know what?
I know
I shouldn't be smoking all this weed and playing video games while work.
I'm saying I'm at that point, and I get that, like, I've said it before and we've acknowledged it many times that I don't really watch much stuff because I'm like, oh, I could be doing something else. And it's not that it's because I'm like, I don't think that they're fun or that I wouldn't enjoy it or anything like that. It's fucking chicken. Is that if I start a series and I like it, I know myself enough to the point where I'm going to start binging that shit and not want to do anything else. And I don't want to do that for majority of the time because I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't want to get sucked down that rabbit hole at this moment. Because, for example, Severance, right now, like when you showed it to me, I finished it within like 3 days.
Did you also watch the last episode?
Yes, I'm completely caught up. I finished it, like I said, like 3 days, 4 days, something like that. And I was just nonstop watching, laying in bed, and I was just like, I could be doing something else, but
I would have. On a quick side note, I would never have brought up my Annie's relationship. I would never have done that. I don't know why Audi Mark did that. That was so fucking stupid. I would have never brought that up ever. I would have kept that shit private. I would have been like, yo, because knowing me, as a person, I don't know, maybe like Anime would have been different, but I just think I would never bring that up. That's just, you're asking for somebody to be like, oh, really? You think that's neat? That's crazy.
Steve,
you know what I think is neat? The fact that you can live life.
No. Are you going to?
I don't have Apple TV, so probably not.
Spoiler free. What's it called? Ending. I didn't like it. Or at least
season 2
finale.
Like
season 2 ending sucked.
Did you not like it because of like the character choices, or the way that it was like written, or what specifically? Because I didn't like the character choices, but I thought it made for like a, yeah, dude, because if you did this is why you got this ending. Like that makes like the results are from the like the causes. Like it just makes sense to me. So that's why I'm like, okay, I like it, but I don't love it.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know what it is without like being too spoilery. I'm like, it just to me is like, what the fuck was the point of the last episode before that then? Nothing fucking mattered at the end of that decision. You know?
I think, yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck? And then what happens after? It's like, it's a lose-lose situation. I don't know. That shit pissed me off.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm trying to think, because I haven't seen it in a while. All I can really remember is like little like super interesting bits here and there. Try to remember the second to last episode, because what I'm talking about is the last episode. Like I think their discussion is like when they're quote unquote talking to each other.
Oh yeah.
I think that's in the last episode.
Yeah.
So
no, that's the second to last.
Is that the second to last one? I thought it was part of the last one.
I could be wrong. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, because I think the second to last one was. Yes, no, okay. I am remembering now. The second to last one, there's the whole shit that's going on. He's on the couch, and then what leads up to him being on the couch, being taken care of by his sister. That all led to like cascading into meeting up with her, and then having that conversation with his Annie or whatever.
Yeah,
that part. Yes, I was like, why wouldn't the reason, like the results from the last episode, equal to this conversation just being a hey? We're cool.
Yeah,
we are one. You know, like I don't get why that wouldn't just lead to there. You know.
Anyway,
so yeah.
My only other Super gripe with it is I did not care about what's the old guy's name?
Irv.
Yeah, I did not care about his plot.
You didn't like Irv? I loved Irv.
I didn't care about his plot at all.
I'm gay. What can I say?
It's not even like Irv. That. I'm just like, bro.
You are?
It's not advancing the story. It's just.
Well, no, I think I loved it, so which made me like his character more. Not that I think that would make. I mean, for some people that would make them dislike him more, but I don't. You know.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I just wasn't invested in it. That's it. Yeah.
I think what it is about Irv that everybody really liked was his vibe and his like.
I mean, he's
fucking
cool.
Idiots. Yeah, like that kind of like personality. I think that if you really like attach to it, like or really vibe with it, then I think that's oh shit! He's a jumper. They hit the first tower.
Ain't no way you said
where is he? I just imagine him still stuck to it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're recording. That's so good. Oh,
he went under my bed. He's hiding.
Dude, Ozzy's airborne. That's so funny.
Now he's all puffed up, coming up to me like, "What are you doing, dude?"
He's like, "Dude, did you see that shit? It attacked me."
All right,
Papa,
anyway.
My soul has been damaged. But yeah, I thought his personality was really cool. I thought like it just. I vibed with it, but then there was like his whole plot thing, so I was like, okay, cool, vibe with it even more. I felt like a lot of the characters, like especially like the side ones, like his, and then the kids one, Huang. I thought the reason why they were there was because it showcased like the extent of what this company does or has done or is willing to do, and it just kind of served the purpose of just showing how big the monster really is. And it's not just this one building. It's actually like this. It's Amazon. You know, it's basically it's Amazon or it's Tesla or whatever it may be. It's like this ginormous thing that has its hands in all these different little cookie pots or whatever.
So what's the purpose of this show?
That's the thing. No, like the whole purpose is that this company does really like questionable things, and they have their hands in a bunch of cookie pots.
So you know, basic plot. Like
trying to figure it out.
I think Lee said it before, but basic plot is basically it's a company that they have this department where they insert a chip or something into your brain so that
MDR.
when you go into work, it basically splits your personality and makes you like forget everything that's going on outside, as in like your home life. And what's it called? Once you leave work,
balance is perfected.
Once you leave work, your outside self doesn't remember what happened at work. It's basically like just making it work self and home self. They call them innies and outies.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So
then it just goes down from there. It's like,
yeah, then it expands from there. Like, why this, why that, who's doing this, and why are they doing that? So it's cool. I really liked it. I thought it was a really cool watch.
It's good. I'll say that it is good.
Yeah.
I just did not like the season 2 ending. That's it. But there's gonna be season 3.
Yeah, I've read a lot of people saying that they don't like the ending of season 2.
Yeah, I know that season 2 had like mixed moments for people. Even my friends were like, the beginning of it was like, for them, it was super, super slow, and they didn't like the pacing, and they thought like certain choices or the way people are talking to each other didn't make sense compared to last season.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry. I had to burp. But to me, everything kind of made sense. I don't know. I really like that show. So for the most part, they didn't do anything that was just outright like, what the fuck is this to me? So
gotcha.
And I enjoyed that. But
where do we anyway?
It was the show thing, and why you like, for the most part, you don't like to watch things
so it's just
or
because
shows.
Like I binge. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And then
you spend time on that when you rather be doing or could be doing something else.
Because the whole thing that you were saying is that, oh, I don't want to acknowledge that it's all fake or whatever, and that what's it called? It'll ruin it. It's like I said, it didn't ruin it for me. Like I know it's fake, but I do still really enjoy watching the story and watching how they do things, especially like with the sci-fi or VFX or anything. Like I'll watch it and I'll be like, I just want to know how they did that, you know?
Right.
Like,
how'd you make that alien look like that?
Or how'd you explode? Why'd you do that?
He's like, I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Look at him. Oh no, he's so clear. Oh, the baby. Cat cam. Obligatory cat cam. We need it. Yeah. So good TV, but I do get you binging. Sometimes I do want to find a show that I can just binge. Even with all that being said, I'm like, yeah, give me something that I can just watch and just not veg out, but like get invested into characters. I tried watching the show ER because I got done watching The Pit, and not ER.
I was like, ER is a spinoff of fucking Grey's Anatomy.
I don't think so. ER. No, I think ER.
It's like a knockoff.
I mean,
ER started around the same time, but it's just like another
it's another hospital show,
another medical drama.
Yeah,
basically.
But if you look at like how the trailer goes, it looks exactly like Grey's Anatomy.
I think shows back then in that time, I think they found it really hard to find a look difference when it came down to the same genre, like medical drama.
Yeah,
or genre, which was medical drama. Yeah, because there was a lot. I feel like there was a lot of options. There's like a certain look that those 80s, 90s shows have or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that, especially the camera quality. You get that
you know what it is?
Old school grain.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were going to, because you know how like in soap operas, weirdly, it's all like weirdly smooth. I don't know if you've ever noticed. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like, they just have more
beautification.
FPS, bruh.
They said, we want them to see your skin. We want them to see that poreless porcelain skin.
I'm gonna get into photography.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to. Well.
Oh.
Okay. When I say this, I mean like my niece Angie.
Yes. Yes.
She's graduating from UCLA soon. So shout out to her. I think it's sometime in May is her graduation.
My God, what are we doing?
They're gonna have a party. I forget the fucking date, but I will ask.
Yes.
And she asked me to take her grad pics, and I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll try my best. So now I'm like, well, I want to actually make them look somewhat nice and not just like do with a fucking iPhone.
When did she graduate again?
I've seen a bunch of people take really good like professional photos.
Oh, it's true, but you still gotta learn a lot.
When did she graduate? Like month-wise?
Sometime in May. I think it's like
okay.
End
So
of May.
you should get into that photography stuff.
If it's college graduation, university is usually in May.
June, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say late May, early June.
Yeah,
I think.
But yeah,
get on it now.
Well, that's why I fixed my camera.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I was messing around with settings, and then I want to get another lens, like one specifically for portraits, but that's just expensive.
You should practice with your mom. Your mom should be your model, and you could have her pose and take pictures for you.
You also have a lot of like shading
of day and like locations.
Yeah.
You have different types of shading in your front yard and backyard too, so that also like helps you.
So that'd be cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna practice. And then I got main reason I even brought it up is because I wanted to share all. I got this your
lens. Haul?
No, just this lens. Look at it.
Oh, the singular haul. Cute.
It's like an Oreo.
Oh my God. Oh, I see it.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
How cute.
Yeah.
It's just the disposable camera filter.
Mm-hmm. It makes it look vintage.
It's got a sugar feeling. Cute. I was gonna say cream filling, but that's not what Oreos have, so I didn't say it. It's not cream, technically.
It's a cream.
Well, when I think of cream, I think of like more liquidy.
Think of men?
No. I think of like whipped cream or
getting creamed.
Like,
but I'm pretty sure that's what they call it. They straight up call it cream filling.
Yeah, it's a cream filling.
Really? Oh, okay. Oh, I thought they called it something else, but
like what?
I don't even know. I really didn't. That's why I was like
if you're the CEO of Oreo, what would you call it?
A sugar-filled filling.
Still a filling.
Yeah. I wouldn't say cream because a sugary filled filling.
I feel like that's too vague.
Something like that.
That is very vague.
That's why
cream is cream and it's still sugary.
Well, that's why I don't think to me that visually doesn't look like cream, because to me when I think of cream it's more liquidy, more runny for some reason, not like water or like a liquid like creamer, but it just kind of has
when
like
you say like that just sounds like caramel to me.
Because you say liquidy, I was like
more solid than
like in
caramel.
jelly, like in jelly donuts, like the cream filled donuts,
kind of like that.
Those are
but
still cream. It's just
then
thicker.
you just say jelly.
Yeah, not really jelly.
No, jelly's different.
Or you think like a
that's
Twinkie.
like super wet. Kind of like a Twinkie, but it's drier, obviously. But that my brain is. I'm trying to think of what other I'm trying to think of what other candy has the same kind of consistency that I'm thinking in my head, and I can't think of like the actual piece of candy.
I don't know, man.
Candy?
Yeah, I guess a candy filling. Would my brain think of that? I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like this is me at my boardroom with brainstorming with my creative department that is trying to get me to go with the cream filling. I'm like, no, we can't do that. We gotta think of something else.
It's just on the drawing board. God damn it, slashing
you
everything.
just convince yourself that you came up with cream filling at the end of it.
At the end, I'm like, you know what? It's cream filling.
Fucking waste of time.
You're a genius, sir.
It's like
the boardroom is just wiped out, messy.
Like this literally could have been a
"Thank God."
fucking email, and you made it into a meeting.
It's just the team coming back into the office in the morning because he slept in, and it's just he erased everything, and it's just as cream. That's how it's done.
To me in a dream.
We are going to talk about this at 7 a.m, so everybody be in by 6:50, and then they come in, and on the whiteboard it just says cream filling.
Hey, you're a shit boss.
Man, would never do that. I think.
I don't know.
Just kidding. No, I would never do that. That's crazy. I can't help but think of myself in that scenario because I literally would have hit them with this could have been an email. What the fuck? For real?
HR.
Or at least the WhatsApp chat.
WhatsApp.
A fucking WhatsApp. A fucking
WhatsApp.
text.
Or fucking New Yorker or what now?
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Ew.
I can't say WhatsApp, bro. Or
Just WhatsApp.
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp. I don't. It sounds weird.
That's all it is. But you
just-
said it. You threw a Hispanic
What?
sprinkle
well,
to
you
it.
have to, bro.
No,
WhatsApp? No, you don't. You just say what?
this is WhatsApp.
App. Yeah, it's just app and what's.
WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm. There you
There
go,
you
dude.
go.
Now you know how to properly say it now.
It still sounds.
Dude, we got him to speak. We got him to learn how to speak. Yay.
I'm
I'm offended.
100101.
what?
You know the
Binary.
Yeah.
What about?
Non. We're so inclusive.
Oh,
No.
I got it. I heard
Non.
Ron.
Oh,
I was like,
non.
the fuck is Ron?
Sorry, it's that gay nasal. It never quits and it never will disappear. Teehee. I was gonna ask you guys if you had seen this TikTok shit that's going on right now, but I feel like it's
100 men versus one gorilla.
no, but I did. But I do know about that. We can talk about that actually because mine I think
Fucking
involves a
stupid,
video.
dude. Someone
We've
did
been over
AI.
this, have we not? I swear we
Yes,
brought
yes,
this up
we
before.
have. You brought it up.
I don't think we talked about it on we talked about it ourselves, like how we would handle
No,
it
we
because
talked
we
about it on
genuinely
the podcast episode.
No, we didn't. Not 100 dudes or 100 men or any. Like just the conversation that's going on right now, and then all that Twitter shit that happened with
The
it.
conversation Richard brought up in the past was similar to it. It was about the bear.
I
Was
thought
it a bear?
was.
I don't remember.
No,
Yes.
it was a. You guys are. You had us play like a point. It was a game.
No, that
You had
was
us play
another
a
one.
point
That's
game.
something else. No. We're talking about that there was a theory. There was a theory around for a while that said like, do you think you could take on a bear and win?
Right. And
Now it's
then-
the 100 versus the gorilla one.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying is that I don't remember us talking about this exact 100 men versus one gorilla conversation. My friends brought it up yesterday because I was hanging out with them and they were like, "Oh, you guys, did you see that shit that's going on?" I thought they were gonna bring up the Mr. Beast thing, but they didn't give a shit. They're
I saw that.
They don't give a
Yeah, I
fuck.
saw that too.
They're like whatever's about it. They're like, I don't give a shit about that. What I give a shit about is, do you guys
Can
actually
you do it?
believe that that's the conversation? I was like, oh.
I was watching. Watching one of the streamers I watched, Agent 00.
Okay.
And then they asked him, they're like, "You think you could take on the gorilla with 99 men?" And he was like, first of all, he's like, I once read in a study, he's like, that gorillas have 1-inch dicks. He's like, you really think I'm gonna lose to a 1-incher?
Oh my god.
People are like, hey, yo, why do you know this information? Like, you're
Okay.
weird.
I'm trying to think. 99 versus a gorilla, I
Yes.
think, or
100.
100. I think 100
At
dudes
least
could
10
win
people
against a
die.
gorilla.
Realistically,
at
People
least
are gonna
10
die,
people
but
die.
I think 100 could win against a gorilla.
So I brought this
think.
because I also had a conversation about this yesterday. 30 to 40,
And what-
I think, is all you need. Because
No.
gorillas, they're strong, yes, but they have shit stamina.
Because
Yeah,
they get
but-
tired.
Yes.
But you have to understand that you can't throw in like a bunch of pussy ass people. Like you have to throw in people who are willing to fight.
That's fine.
Willing that are not afraid of dying.
So, okay, still 30 to 40.
that's
That's all you
hard
need.
to find.
The fuck?
No, he's saying that we have the 100. The 100's already there.
Sure.
So, but and the idea is that these people are going to go out of their way to try to stop this gorilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're not they can't be pussy about it.
So that's why Richard's saying, with that in mind, it only takes 30 to 40 people. There's no way it takes you would need 100. That's what Richard's saying.
I don't know.
And
dude.
I think
guarantee
it
by-
takes more just
I
because
guarantee
of,
by like 15, maybe 10. But by
Dead?
the time he kills
Okay.
those people, he's tired as fuck, and then he could just go in and
chokehold them,
chokehold him, pin him down, beat the shit out of him.
hit them with the RKO.
Yeah,
I think there needs to be more people because I don't know. I think
Just reach it in
gorillas
the back
can
like
be
this.
can be strong, and I don't know how much force does it really take to kind of like break a bone. And I feel like when you break
A
a bone
lot.
on a person, A gorilla. Well, that's why. What's a gorilla's strength to a human
Yeah,
bone?
well-
Does it equal to like a strong grip crack? All right, then I think that most people 9 times out of 10 are gonna be like, well, fuck, I'm out. What the fuck? I have a broken bone. What do you want me to do? Fight with one arm or one leg? Hell no.
That's what I'm
Out.
saying. Like fear will instill into the people and
Okay.
they pussy out and die.
Oh, okay. In this scenario is
What
that
kind of gorilla are
every
you thinking?
fucking silverback.
I think-
That's the point.
Yeah, I think
Okay, but,
everybody's saying, like,
from
big
the
silverback.
wild or from the
Yes,
zoo?
from
Because
the
people,
That's gonna be from
Wild?
the wild. Why would it be
because
from the zoo?
motherfuckers were like, "Well, look, Harambe didn't go down so fast." I was like,
Don't
Harambe was dragging a child.
Don't you ever bring up Harambe ever again? How dare
Our
you? That
Lord and
poor-
Savior, bro.
That poor animal. He didn't need to get shot.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
In this scenario,
Yeah, from the zoo. From the zoo.
not from the zoo, wild
No, I'm kidding.
silverback.
Yeah, from the wild. Yeah.
And what's it called? All the people that are there are willing and what's it
Want
called?
to or
With the
have to.
mindset of,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna die, but we're gonna fucking take this
We're
gorilla
gonna
out one way or another.
Right.
I just remembered the fucking edit of when Juan Gabriel died. They put him up in heaven with
Harambe lit.
What the hell?
Brian sent me that shit.
The whole, you know what? Okay, so the other thing that I saw of this, this is just the Attack on Titan fucking episode.
Oh, when you're watching the gorilla, the bear, 50-50 of your homies, and everybody's just standing there like, what the fuck?
but you're the one dude. You're Levi. You're gonna be
Oh my
the one
God.
to take out the fucking gorilla.
I'm the bitch that eats the potatoes. That's me. So
Oh my God.
I die at some point.
Doesn't she become a badass sniper?
Well, she has a boner.
Sasha,
Spoiler,
right?
spoiler
that's-
alert, she fucking dies.
Yeah, she fucking
Yeah,
dies.
Sasha's the one. She's the one that dies, but she's the bow and arrow girl, right?
Yeah.
She's the potato obsessed one.
Yes,
She was like poor.
not poor. She lived in the woods.
Nah, poor.
Either way, game over.
But yeah, she
happens,
did.
So yeah.
She got killed by a child.
Talking
I
about
think
FaZe
for-
Gabby.
I think what the fuck? I think that the bear, it's doable with the 100. I think a bear,
You're dead.
gorilla.
No,
A gorilla with 100, doable. A bear with 100, you're no fucking
I
way.
think
no
I
shot.
think even with a gorilla, it's still like because people don't take account of like it's brute strength, right? But it's also like the adrenaline, the blood adrenaline that these animals carry. It's insane. Like you can unload a full clip on a fucking bear as well as a gorilla, and it'll still come after you because there's so much adrenaline pump in them that their heart doesn't stop even after you rip it out. Like they still have a certain amount of time where they can fuck shit up even without their heart because their blood's just because the adrenaline's in
I
there.
think if you
Hey.
give enough, if with a gun in mind, I think if you give enough dudes a gun, I like
That's
10
different.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I think that's why to me, for a gorilla, way more doable. Just because, however it happens, my brain is even thinking, dude, you put on 100 people charging on one thing just to dogpile it. I can't imagine it moving like at least 70 people that's on its back, however they do it. I can't imagine it like going places because that's a lot of just weight and power behind weight, whatever that weight and power may be, no matter what. I think 50 plus people, that's just like, oh shit, good luck, you know?
Like 50, let's say each one is like around 150, 180.
pounds. Yeah, times fucking 70. My bad, not even 770, dude. That's thousands. That's tens of thousands almost.
Hey,
With
damn.
100. Yeah,
The guy on the
With a
bottom dead
bear?
too.
but with a bear,
Oh no, you're fine.
bro.
I saw somebody
Those
bring that up.
claws are the size of your hand sometimes, dude.
I saw
That
somebody
will
Bring that up.
know you.
It's like if it's a black bear, maybe,
I
but
think any bear.
no, black bears are smaller, so it's not that bad.
Either way, dude. There's claws on those mittens
Yeah,
that are sharp.
They get tired too, so I still think it's not as good of a chance as the gorilla, but it's still a fairish chance. Grizzly, no way, you're dead. Someone brought up a polar bear, and it's like,
Why
bro,
would you even? There's no
No.
way. Polar bears are a different game.
like polar bears
By the way-
are literally the only ones that actually see humans as food.
I think the saying is, if you see white, good night.
Yeah.
In like relation
Yeah.
to bears.
It's like
So-
literally, if you see a black bear, you fight it. If you see a brown bear, you curl up and try to play
Pretend
dead.
you're
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll run away. And then if you see a polar bear, you either hide
That's it.
somewhere, find somewhere to hide, or you're dead.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
A polar bear will kill you.
Oh, what were you saying, Steve?
I was gonna say, I love
You
how
love
this has
us.
been like our generation's topic of like,
He doesn't love
hey,
us.
you think 100 men can take on a girl? Like, we don't have fucking actual world problems
Bro,
going on. Like, this is
Wasn't our generation also? It's gold and white. No, it's black and blue. Like that was
Yeah.
our shit too. This generation's stupid. This generation self-reports in the dumbest way sometimes, dude.
I don't know, man. Maybe we're just preparing for a future. What if like Planet of the Apes type shit? You know,
Dude, that is gonna be so shitty if our future is nowhere near like hyper tech just because we're so fucking stupid and self-destructive.
Well,
That's gonna
I mean,
suck.
to be fair, we also laughed at the idea of us going to World War III and made memes. I don't think we're ready for anything. Like our generation's so fucked, dude.
I think the people that made those, I think you saw what you wanted, not what you wanted, but like that was the algorithm. That's like that's your space. I feel like people that are, I don't know, like real adults, maybe.
There's none, dude.
I don't know.
There is none.
I feel like they're like, yeah, this could happen.
no, there's people like that, bro. It's weird because we're all on brain rot Twitter or TikTok.
That's why we like are part of that demographic that grew up with the internet, but like we stayed on the internet. I feel like there are people that grew up with the internet but didn't like stay on it or like make it like a good staple of their like free time. They are on Facebook. I feel like a good portion of those people are on Facebook.
Either that or they don't have social media.
Yeah, or they just don't have anything. Yeah. So, not that I think that that's a big amount, but I think that we saw people kind of coping, but also like plausible deniability of just like, if it's a joke, it ain't gonna happen. If it's a joke, it ain't real.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can say what you want, but honestly, the way I see it, this generation is preparing for any possibility.
We cope with humor.
Yeah.
That's what our generation has learned, to fine tune the coping mechanisms of humor.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's it. So I'm gonna sign us out. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna head into the final portion of the podcast where we give any recommendations, but I doubt we have any since we literally just recorded like 2 days ago. So let's go with Steve first.
2 songs.
All right, then
I know.
Go ahead.
Party for You by Charlie XCX. It's her newest song. It's good. Super good. If anything, make that one the last one if you're gonna listen to it. The first one I would say is Pool by Gravagers and Kiki Wera. Wera. Gravagerz. It's their version. That artist's version. Gravagers version, yes. So I thought that was cool. It's all right. I don't think it's like that great of a song. I think it's just a nice listen to. And then the second one is Party for You by Charlie XCX. Either way, I like the Charlie one more, but these 2 songs plus the other ones that I recommended a couple days ago when we last recorded, good. That shit. Those songs have been on my most like replayed.
Banger Boys type beat.
On that repeat.
No one compares. You stand alone. Dude, what the fuck? You still don't have dust in there. You're now just addicted. You know you get addicted to nasal spray?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but it's not an addiction. I actually do have dust. I was like, I'm so fucking
said that. It's not an addiction, dude. I swear.
Get off the internet, dude. Be like, I'm not addicted.
Dude, says the guy huffing. Look at him. Look, he's just about to do it right now. He meant as a joke,
no,
but I bet
it's
he
closed.
did.
Look, no, it's closed. See? And it has a little happy face.
Dude, it's open.
Let me show you.
Ew, that's in your nose. I don't need to see that, dude.
Boogers.
Look at that shit gets in there. Gross. But yeah, those are my 2 songs. Have a last regards. Have fun. Summer. It's gonna be a good one.
So spring.
I know, but we're getting there. It's getting warmer.
Yeah, it is getting warmer.
Yeah.
It's super cold this weekend.
A month. We have a month, and then we're in that bitch.
All right.
We in that shit. Fix your ACs.
Actually, though.
Yeah. This month of May should be your heat prep. Get your ACs fixed. Get some tank tops. Get some
Buy some cooling towels if that's what you need.
Sleeveless shirts. Maybe some new socks, some thinner ones, so you don't have to get
Switch
too hot.
them sheets to linen.
Hell yeah!
Actually,
Yeah,
Switch the comforters out for just blankies. You don't need that much comfort. That much.
You gotta put the tiger
naked.
blanket into storage again.
Yep.
All right,
yeah, that's it.
Get my back.
Steve, go.
Stephanie.
I have no recommendation of anything.
She has nothing.
Actually, Devil May Cry anime show on Netflix is really good.
Hey.
Watch that.
DMC.
And then final regards. I'm not addicted to nasal sprays. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Have a fun summer.
We have over a month.
Yeah.
Well, have fun jerking off when you're not sweating.
If you're not sweating, bro, what's the fun?
What the fuck?
If you're not sweating, then you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
How aggressive are you going?
Go harder.
What
Go
the
faster.
fuck? All right.
All right.
Richard.
I have one song to recommend, actually. I forgot that he just posted about it. It's called First Day by Far Caspian. I recommended a song by him before. Very honestly, this could be like a good song for the summer. It's a brand new. He's releasing an album in July, so this is the first single from that. Really fucking good, like indie, and his other work is really fucking good. So just check him out. What's it called? Like I said, he just put it up, so I forgot. Anyway, I gotta say,
You like jazz?
I do like jazz.
You like chaos, the sound of chaos.
Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to go to a jazz bar. I actually want to go to a jazz bar.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You do that sometime in May.
You do that?
Yeah. And
Do
then
that.
final remarks.
Take my jazz shoes.
You got jazz shoes?
No, it was a joke.
Oh, I 100% believed you, dude. Out of all the people in this call, I would believe you having jazz shoes the most.
What are jazz shoes?
I don't know.
The fuck? You say it like you know what it is.
Just
sign us out, I'm
shoes
mad.
that you wear to
Say
jazz, dude.
stupid shit to me. Sign us out.
Final remarks. Get jazz shoes.
Fucking find out what the fuck jazz shoes are and then tell me. Leave that in the
That's what I
comments.
thought.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
and,
they're like those little black tap shoes.
and go out and do something. I don't
Those
know.
are tap dancing
Go out
shoes,
and
not
do
jazz
something.
shoes.
Yeah, but
Don't
really
just-
like it.
Don't just spend your
This guy
whole
said, go get
Everybody
dress.
on
He
jazz
said, "Of
shoes."
everybody here, you look like you have dress shoes." That's all the fuck I heard, dude. We all have dress shoes, motherfucker.
Holy shit. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like, forget to like, subscribe, comment, share with somebody who you think probably has jazz shoes. Oh, and if you're listening to us on Spotify, rate the podcast. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Stay safe, and we'll catch you next week.